How's it going, guys? It's Silicon Steak here. Today, I just thought we'd try something different, have some gameplay of me doing Halo Infinite here. And I kind of just wanted to talk about 4080. It's the graphics card I have, and I hear a lot of people saying it's bad value, and I get it. It is bad value. I mean, $1,200. We have the 4080 Super at $700 now, but yeah, or not 700, 1,000. I don't know why I said 7. I was thinking of the 3080. But man, this card, if you're gonna go between a 7900 XT and the 4080, I think you should get the 4080. And here's why. It sips power, dude. Like, I have my fans at 30% when I'm gaming at 4K. In Halo Infinite here, I max out my monitor. It's a 4K 144 hertz monitor. It's a mini LED, and it maxes out. It looks amazing, and yeah, and it sips power. It's so quiet. I mean, it's so quiet. It just sits there, sips power. I'll pull up a video of what my build looks like. Yeah, and yeah, and I think 16 gigabytes of VRAM for all the games you're gonna play is fine. It's fine right now. It's more than enough for what you need, especially if you're just doing raster, if you aren't doing ray tracing. And that's another thing. If you're doing ray tracing, this card has got it, man. Like, I was playing Doom Eternal, and I loaded up Resident Evil Village, and I turned ray tracing on both of those, maxed out my monitor at 4K, easy. And that's just kind of crazy to me that we're at the point where I can do 4K with ray tracing and max out my 4K. I can't believe I missed that guy right there. That's crazy, but I actually pop off later in this game, so you'll have to see that. The start, I'm kind of struggling. It's the first time I played today, but yeah. But yeah. Anyways, the 4080. This graphic card, Nvidia gets so much flack, and Nvidia deserves all the flack they get. I'm not defending Nvidia here, but this is a good. If you get this card, you're going to be happy. Like, it sips power. It delivers so much performance. I had a 3090. I went from a 3090 to a 4080. I saw 40% more performance. And my 3090, it was starting to overheat a little bit, just on the VRAM. The VRAM got to like 100 Celsius, and the core was at like 80. That's the reason I got rid of it. But yeah, 40% more performance. Oh, I have 8 gig less VRAM. Who cares? I'm getting 40% more performance and using half the power almost. Because my 3090 was using 450 watts. And my 4080 uses about 270, 280 when I'm gaming. Well, I'll actually do kind of like an overview of the 4080 in gaming soon, like with kind of like real-time metrics and like an overlay, and maybe even some benchmarks. That would be kind of cool. Let me know if y'all want that. Also, another thing, like, please comment on this video. Like, please, if you have an opinion, just leave a comment. Like the video, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to, but leave a comment for me so we can get discussion started. That's like the main thing I want to do with this channel. I think I found out. I just want people, I want us to get talking about, hardware. But yeah, to get back on track here, this 4080, I mean, I went from a 3090 to 4080. I'm like, oh, this is just going to be kind of like a side grade. It won't be that big. I'm losing some VRAM, but I'm going to get some efficiency. No, dude, this thing, it rips. It's so quiet when it's doing it. The cooler on it is ginormous. It's just huge. And it's at 30, the fans are at 30% when I'm gaming. It's sipping power, for the performance. And that's crazy. And DLSS, the other day I was playing a game, I was playing System Shock Remake, and I didn't have DLSS on because I didn't need it. I was maxing out my monitor at 4K. I'm like, whatever, I don't need it. And then I'm like, you know what, let me just put on DLSS quality. And it actually looked better than native. It looked better than native. And that's just crazy to me. So I kept on DLSS, and yeah, it looked better than native. So DLSS is like a huge factor, and sometimes it can even look better than just rendering the game how you should, like natively, matching your resolution. So definitely, the 4080, and I can at least say for the 4080, but is a really good card for that. And I think Nvidia in this price range is what you want to go with. If you're paying $1,000 for a GPU, you aren't going to want to miss out on that compatibility. And second off, the 4080 is a monolithic die. You know, it's less than 400 millimeters squared. It's not a huge die, but that makes a big difference. Oh, right here, somebody, you know, they actually rang my doorbell and I had to go get it right quick. So I actually left for a few minutes, which is kind of crazy because I end up winning this game, even though I was just sitting here. I kind of popped off, but yeah, if you're paying $1,000 plus for a GPU, even 900, you should be getting DLSS. You should be getting that hardware support. Like in AI, like I think most people are like, oh, AI is not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. I think AI is really cool. I use Stable Diffusion. I use AI models to talk sometimes. I think ChatGPT is a lot better for that. But I think it's really important. And going forward, I think Nvidia is going to give you the best drivers and the best software implementation of AI. And actually, that's true right now. I mean, AMD's cards have AI cores that don't do anything. They're just there taking up silicon space. And because they don't have the software engineers, or they're just too cheap to pay for them, they don't do a single ding dong thing. And I don't even know if they do something in Stable Diffusion if you can get it going, which it's really hard to get AMD cards going in Stable Diffusion. But if you could, I don't even know if they do anything in that. So as far as I know right now, they don't do a ding dong thing, which is just, that's AMD for you. Like with their, especially with their graphics cards, they'll come out with the hardware and then not hire anybody to actually build software for it. They just expect people to do that when there's better alternatives. So that's another thing you have to consider. Now, in the 500 below price range, I think AMD is a good choice. You know, because you just want a game and you're just getting something to go, and you know, good performance, you know, good VRAM. That's a good choice. But if you're paying, you know, $800,000-$900,000 plus, yeah, don't go with AMD. You're gonna regret it. You know, do not go with AMD because you're gonna be missing out on all these features. Your friends are gonna have Nvidia cards, and they might want to do content creation, video recording, and boom, I ended the game there. And you probably just aren't going to be able to keep up with them. My experience, AMD might have some problems with that too. So let me know what you think in the comments. It looks like I just finished that game, wiped them out, and yeah, we'll create a new video about the 4080 in action in some of the newest games with ray tracing and DLSS, and see what you guys think. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.